he's not in there for no reason, and he just lights up. Like, if we had had 10 episodes, we had a giant storyline for him built out, but he does have plenty of real estate in these 6. Cannot tell you where it's going, but yeah, he was great.
Hey. So I don't know how jurisdiction works here, but I don't have to place you under arrest.
Right off the bat, we're introduced to a lot of new characters that are significant from different comics. What are you looking forward to fans seeing in these newcomers?
I think a humanity in that we assigned each of the characters, particularly the leads, but all of the characters, a personal storyline, meaning a storyline that affects them as a human being and isn't even connected to whether the bad guys are going to win or not. And by doing that was the blessing of having a series. And by doing that, I believe that these characters and these heroes are going to feel extremely human in a way that, well, in the movies, they have 10 years to become fully realized, and we just concentrated into the series.
What's terrific is because we get to know our characters at a different level, I'm pretty sure the fans are really going to enjoy this ride because it's full of twists and turns. It's everything that the MCU does, which is, the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. That's about all that you know is going to be true. It's a fun ride, and the action is spectacular. We made sure the bar was high. We had to fit in that the Marvel of it, and I think we've really aimed at. We had the same people that make the movies. We're doing all the stunt. We're helping us with design the stunt work and so on. And so I think we're going to find that the fans feel like it's a 6-hour movie. That's the goal.
Is there anyone in the show, newcomer or otherwise, that you felt closest to or like related to the most?
I don't think you can call Sam a newcomer, but obviously his struggle really resonated with me. And yeah, I mean, I can't name, I was almost messed up. You almost got me, Ash. I almost named someone who no one has talked about, so.
I do want to get into the first episode a little bit. Comic fans will notice pretty quickly in the first episode that Danny Ramirez is somebody significant and Falcon may have a little protege on his hands. What can you tell us about the possibility of the mantle being passed? Is that who you were talking about?
That's what I was talking about. I forget that you've seen the first series. Yeah, he was great, and I can't tell you where it's gonna go, but obviously he's not in there for no reason, and he just lights up. Like, if we had had 10 episodes, we had a giant storyline for him built out, but he does have plenty of real estate in these 6. Cannot tell you where it's going, but yeah, he was great.
He's a joy. I mean, besides talented, such a nice young man who has a huge career ahead of him for sure. And we found him very early on, and I think I guess it's still Mission Impossible. It has not come out yet, so I gather he's a lovely role in that. So. I think we're going to be on we will be on his coattails as he takes off like a rocket. And it's fun to see he and Anthony together and the repartee that they have. So I think the fans are going to enjoy them.
I want to ask about Erin Kellyman because I've been such a fan of hers since she stole the show as Empty's Nest in Solo. And I can't wait to see what she has in store for us. Do Bucky and Sam have any idea what they're up against with her?
No, she's amazing. And I would argue that there is, how do I say this without spoilers? To me, in a way, she's the glue for the series, because what she's able to do as far as authenticity and humanity, you'll see what I mean in her storyline. If you don't buy her completely, then the scenes she has with other people who we can't name feel completely fraudulent. And what she did is just, oh man, I consider her the glue to the series.
She was lovely to work with. She's not only a trooper, she's a super talented woman, and badass as hell. And she worked so hard on her stunts, like all of them. Spent months working with the stunt team and digging inside. The physicality of it's a very demanding. All of these roles are very demanding physically. In part because I said at the beginning, you know what, we're not going to rely on weapons. So as a result, we tried to bring something new to the fight sequences and all that actually weapons aren't really a part of them. So that switched it all around so that now the characters really had to fight in a different way. So it was very exciting to see her embrace that.
Join me in welcoming your new Captain America.
Then also we have Wyatt Russell coming into the show as John Walker, and we get a glimpse of him. What's in store for kind of his dynamic with the existing Avengers?
He's awesome. I mean, you see what happens with him, and he's emerging as he's going to have a big impact on the MCU, and he's emerging as a major figure. I think the fans are going to be pretty surprised when they watch that first episode. And see how and his evolution as a character started off close to the books and then completely morphed into something very, 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 very different.
One of my favorite things in the first episode is the realization that Falcon's like pretty famous. Like Sam Wilson's pretty famous. How much fun did you have with Anthony Mackie and exploring that?
It's great, and that gets to the humanity of it. Like, because we had more time, you get to spend time in a scene like that, in a bank scene, where you're dealing with someone being famous, but maybe being broke, and how do you make your money as a hero? And it's a blast. I mean, Anthony and Sebastian are both able to play with a given moment in a way that's electric. So, you half of what you're doing is creating moments for them to just do what they do.
We realized in the first episode too, which I'd never really thought about, that the Avengers aren't paid. How? I thought that was so funny. How do Bucky and Sam make a living? They have OnlyFans?
It's funny because that scene and that moment ended up triggering everybody at Marvel. We were getting calls from Kevin, from Lou, from Victoria, from Nate. Like, everyone at Marvel wanted input there. It's whatever it is about it. It has resonated with the people that have been interviewing with us. It resonated with everyone working there. So I think the reason you keyed in on it is you got to see a moment where a superhero is truly a regular person. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we answered the question to some degree that it ain't easy being, a lot of superheroes are broke, especially now that Tony Stark is gone.
Oh, man. Well, congrats on the show. That's my time, but so lovely talking to you. And I can't wait to talk to you more throughout the series.
Thank you, Ash.
Thank you so much.